Well, the angels wanted you guys to hang out for a little while, I guess. So technology had a little bit of a fun time with us. And I want to tell you, it was fine. We weren't flustered at all. We didn't want you to be waiting, of course, but it's all good. So don't you worry. So my PowerPoint presentation that I had planned is so pretty. You'll see it another time. But today I'm here. Thank you, Kate. Will you bring me my lipstick? So I'm here today to share with you about the angels. And the angels are invisible. And I felt very much like an angel. I thought, oh my goodness, they're going to have to tune in on a telepathic level and hear the messages from the divine through me somehow. But we're here now, and I'm so excited to be part of LlewellynCon, the inaugural event. You'll get to know me pretty well during this process, because guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to put on lipstick just to be weird. Angels like levity, and so I invite you to enjoy the levity here. At this moment, I wanted to share with you that when I was a little girl, from a very young age, I knew that angels existed. I was born into a family who also knew that angels existed, and it was very common to communicate with the angels and to request their assistance and imagine their vibrations surrounding and assisting on so many levels. So I am grateful that I had that as just a normal part of my life. In addition, I was born and raised in a Roman Catholic household. So it was very normal to scooch over in your seat to allow your guardian angels to sit next to you and assist you, whether it was with a homework assignment, a test, or if you were afraid. And wow, it's probably 25, actually maybe 35 years that I've been talking about angels, and I've referenced it in my other books, like The Essential Guide to Crystals, Minerals, and Stones, or The Essential Guide to Aromatherapy and Vibrational Healing. But I have to say that I'm so excited about The Essential Guide to Everyday Angels, because that was my lovely assistant's arm, because, thank you, Kate, you have an opportunity to feel so much safer in life. The angelic realm is available to you all the time, not just me, not just that person over there or that person over there, but you. And we all have a legion of angels available to us at all times. And it's just a matter of petitioning them, inviting them. They react to our thought forms. So we create our reality here on planet Earth using our beliefs and our thoughts, whatever we're thinking about, wherever we're focused on, we are vibrating those thought forms, and that's what gets attracted back into our lives. And so it's very similar with the angelic realm. The angels respond to our thought forms. And so that's how simple this is. So if you decide, oh, I want some help with technology, which I definitely wanted help with a moment ago, right? For the last 15, 20 minutes, half hour. It's been a while. And so, did they come in and do it? I don't think so. I think that my living angel, Kate, did it by bringing me her Apple computer, her Mac, instead of my PC. So, but the thing is that you have this opportunity to invite all different kinds of angels. There are so many invisible helpers available. Okay, so you're saying, okay, Margaret, I know that stuff. Well, if you do, then I encourage you to utilize them and ask for them. So the way I like to look at it is just very ordinary scenarios. So, for example, the Angel of Awakening is one that I had chosen, and it was part of the PowerPoint that someday you'll see, that is to awaken your consciousness, to bring your awareness so that you do receive messages and you do acknowledge your intuitive senses. And this awakening could be in any aspect of your life that you want to use it for, whether it's business, whether it's how to deal with a child, whether it's how to take care of your elders, even if it's just some very mundane things, like I need a new car and I want the right salesperson to assist me in the process. There's so many very ordinary things, but the awakening part is awakening your awareness using the crown chakra. So one of the things that you'll see in this upcoming book that's coming up in September, you can't really tell what that is, but it's the Essential Guide to Everyday Angels. I have included in there all the chakras that are associated with each angel. So the angel of awakening likely would be the crown chakra, the third eye center, the throat center, and probably the heart. And the reason is because the crown chakra is associated with intuition, the third eye center too, intuition. The throat chakra is communication, being able to hear, sense, feel, know, imagine, and then trust that process. And the heart center is so that you can connect with the love that you are and feel the answers, feel that and know. And so using all the senses, clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, clairsentience, clairolfaction, clairgustation. Those 6 senses are basically clairvoyance to see on a supernatural or metaphysical level, clairvoyance, clairaudience to hear. I'm very clairaudient. I hear answers. I hear when I'm typing and writing my books. That's how I can write books so quickly, is I'm really listening. So clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance to know, you know the answers from within. Clairsentience, you get a feeling about something. And then olfaction, smell, and taste. And all of that is very associated with these upper 3 chakras. So you can then use the associated colors. So I chose a turquoise shirt and a turquoise background intentionally because, well, first it's very easy because I'm here in my angel room at the Crystal Garden here in South Florida, my business. And but it was also intentional because I could have changed my background if I wanted to. I wanted the turquoise for communication, to hear, to sense, to know, to be able to express myself in a way that hopefully I'll touch one of your lives a little bit, you know? And so the other thing that I want to re-emphasize is they're waiting. The angelic realm is waiting for you to ask for assistance. They're not able, they're not supposed to, if you want to put it that way, universal law. They're not supposed to intervene unless you specifically ask for their help. So it's very simple as far as I'm concerned. Just like you might ask a friend, can you help me move? Or can you help me pick up this box? Or whatever it is that you need some help with, you can do the same with an angel. They're not going to pick up the box for you, but they can help you and guide you. Now, their messages will come through, particularly more often than not, at least for me, in the dream time. Their answers, you know, you may not even remember the dream. You could. Dreaming is so powerful. But you may just wake up knowing the answers from within, and you can set that up with them. You can make that intention. Okay, angels, I need help with dealing with fear. And I ask that you bring in some kind of reassurance. Help me to know how to overcome the fears that I'm experiencing. Show me the way, light the path, and then believe and trust that they're going to do that for you. And then pay attention to the signs, because the signs that they bring are typically through like animals showing up on your path, billboards, opening a book to a page, pulling a, some kind of an oracle card, and then you ask a question and then the answer is there. You can get the answers that way and make it your intention that it's from the angelic realm. Now, there's the everyday angels. I think I put over 50 in the book. And so there's things like the angel of, and let me use my PowerPoint here that you can't see. That's not nice, right? The angel of anger management. Mamma mia, that's a good one. Sometimes when we're fearful, we get very angry and we might say, okay, I'm feeling so angry now. I need some help from my angelic realm, and help me to show me the way on how to calm down and be at peace. Another, the angel of communication, like I mentioned already, because I wore the turquoise and therefore the turquoise coloring. Now, so we can work with colors. We can work with aromatherapy. So I've listed within the book all of the different essential oils. So communication, an essential oil for communication would be, let's say, eucalyptus, tea tree. For mental clarity, angel of mental clarity, you can use lemon or lime essential oil. I've listed a lot of that information already in an existing book called The Essential Guide to Aromatherapy and Vibrational Healing. It's very easy to look it up. But also, let's say you're going on a trip and you want to be healthy for the trip, so maybe some eucalyptus and tea tree to take with you. You want to ask for ease in travel, to have the best that you can be as far as being at the right place at the right time, and that's the angel of divine timing. So I have been in connection with the angel of divine timing for a very long time in my life. I truly believe that if you believe that you have divine timing and that the angelic realm is helping you be at the right place at the right time with the right people, then in fact it will be so. So this is a combination of the power of positive thought, and yes, there's an affirmation to go with every single angel in the book, but to affirm and believe, because what we believe creates reality, right? So it all intermixes and is intertwined. So we can do it through our positive thought forms. We can do it through requesting for assistance, our petitions, or prayer. We can do it through meditative or contemplative thought. We can use the vibration of particular colors and wear them with intention. And gemstones, of course, I have a long list of gemstones for each one of the over 50 everyday angels. So to use the gemstones, which are also associated with the chakra system and the colors, you would decide, okay, today I'm going to carry my Larimar. I'm using Larimar because I'm sort of in a Larimar looking setting here, which is a beautiful, sea foam turquoisey setting, which is good for throat chakra too. You can choose so many different gemstones for so many different reasons. And if you want to reference, maybe some of you already, I know some of you are people and readers that I know and friends over the years, you probably have the Essential Guide to Crystals, Minerals, and Stones. And so you can look it up in the book and get suggestions on what to use to help you to stay focused on your intention. It's the thought forms that you want to stay focused on to help you, and let the angels help you. Let go and let the angels. A long time ago, in the early 90s, when I had first opened my store, I've been here at the Crystal Garden. I opened this in 1988. But around 1991, I went on a trip to Bimini and the Berry Islands. And it was a spiritual journey. It was intended for that purpose. And during that trip, I had, right before the trip, I had created a beautiful pie chart, let's call it, or some kind of graph that I could work with to set up an intention with the angelic realm. I was concerned about being seasick. I was concerned about getting along with everybody on the 67-foot catch, where there were going to be, I think there were 20 of us for a decent period of time. That's a lot of people on it's not that big. It sounds big, but it's not that big. And there were so many other things that I was concerned about. I was going with a boyfriend. How would that go? With everybody around and sleeping under the deck, above the deck. Anyway, you get the gist. So I had concerns. So I sat down and I actually wrote out my requests as if I was assigning jobs to each one of the angelic realm. The angel of travel, the angel of seasickness, the angel of good relationships. And so I started this process a really long time ago, and I find it always works for me. I want to share it all with you a little bit here today. And then also when you get to read the book, you're going to love it because you're going to have all the details that you need, affirmations, divine guidance. You know, I have the Angel of Awakening petition over here that I want to share with you. So you could start out by, I brought up the Angel of Awakening before, that you want to awaken your consciousness. So think about, what does that mean to you? What does it mean to awaken your consciousness? And then how do you want to awaken? What do you want to become aware of? What gemstones do you want to work with? Put in your pocket, put one in your bra, put it in your pillowcase, leave it on your desk so you can see it while you're working to remind you, the constant awareness. And then form a prayer or intention. And the prayer and intention for the way that I create is, oh, Angel of Awakening, please come here now to help me find the answers within. Let me become aware of the wisdom of the ancestors and align myself with higher consciousness. Show me how to be mindful and present at all times. Well, that's a big one. Show me how to be mindful and present at all times. We just have to try, right? So you may not always be mindful and present at all times, but you can decide that's your intention. And the more that you practice it, the more that you'll be able to do it. Let me always find the light within the darkness. Bring me clarity and understanding. I want to release my fears. And I fear that I am responsible for my own actions. So it's like being connected with realizing your own responsibility in all of this. Because, you know, it's not like the angels just go abracadabra while I'm a zoo. I'm going to make it better for me and you. You are the one that's making it better, for sure. So I want to release my fear that I'm responsible for my actions. Help me bring forth the courage to empower myself and others to reach enlightenment. Instill in me the grace of understanding and let me be merciful. So sorry I had to look away from you, but I don't have that prayer memorized. So you can make up your own prayers. You can do it any way you want. And it's amazing how powerful using the tools of colors and chakras and gemstones and crystals and different various scents and essential oils. I even like to work with perfumes and making intention. I'm wearing a perfume that has a blue vibration today because I'm doing communication, and I did that with intention. So I don't know what time we started because we didn't start at a regular timing. So I am going to make a guess that I've been doing this for about 15 minutes. Any idea?
I think it was rated 4, maybe.
Was it rated 4? Perfect. Okay, so then we're good. All right, so let's talk about another one of the angels. And I can't wait to hear your questions too, because I love to respond to the questions at hand. So how about the angel of action? And that angel of action can help you with perceived blocks. Have you ever felt like, I have a block and I just can't get through this because I'm blocked in that area of my life? So the angel of action can help awaken your awareness. Okay, how am I contributing to that block? Because we are the ones responsible for the block, right? We really are. When we're blocked, we don't believe that, but it's us that's making the block because we believe we have a block. You can also call on Archangel Michael to help when you have a block. So within the book that you'll be hopefully reading in the not too distant future, because the book comes out in September, there will be also the support of archangels and how to work with the support of archangels. So Archangel Michael, is very, very beneficial for breaking away what's no longer for your highest good, clearing away negativity, bringing protection. Archangel Raphael can help you with healing of your heart, healing of your relationships, healing of your physical body. There's a lot of physical bodies that need healing right now, right? So Raphael can be called on. Oh, by the way, I was doing research for my next book that has to do with archangels and saints, and I found out that Archangel Michael was the one that they called on for the Roman plague back in like 500 AD. So there's been a lot of plagues over the years here on planet Earth, and the angels can help and assist in that process. So Michael to heal our planet of a plague, of the global pandemic, and then also Raphael, he who heals, to assist in helping us to not only heal on a physical level, but to help us to awaken, angel of awakening, to awaken our consciousness of what is the lesson that we need to learn right now. And not in a harsh way, how can I become a better person here on planet Earth? What can I do to contribute to the well-being of mankind? And so Raphael and Michael, but also Gabriel or Gabriel can assist as well, because Archangel Gabriel is the archangel that opens your ears to hear and know messages. Gabriel dictated spiritual scripts for the Quran. Archangel Gabriel was the one that was the angel of Annunciation. He's the primary angel of messenger angel. And that's what angels are, messengers of God. And so you can call on Gabriel to help you hear and know the answers from within, to go within yourself to know the truth, and to listen to your intuition and trust yourself and believe yourself. Archangel Uriel is also beneficial. All the angels are beneficial, but from the standpoint of wisdom and connecting with sage wisdom that you have stored within your consciousness, and that's in your DNA, that's even perhaps in your bones, in your muscles, in your inner structure of your awareness. So that's the angel that helps. Archangel Uriel helps with the awareness of the wisdom of our ancestors, so that you can tap into all that has happened here on this planet before us and learn from those lessons. So the way I like to look at the archangels is Archangel Michael is in the east, and the color is a cobalt blue. Archangel Raphael is green, and in the south for transformation. Archangel Gabriel is in the west, and the vibration or color is red. And Archangel Uriel is a golden light and vibration that is going to help bring sage wisdom, and also as a steward of planet Earth. There are so many other archangels, like Thuriel is really good to call on for animal healing or for storms. Metatron is great for transforming challenging situations. In the back of the book, Llewellyn was so kind to let me list some of my sprays in the back, but this is for setting boundaries. So you can call, you don't have to use the spray, but it's nice to. But you can call on Metatron when you need to set a boundary for some reason. Not everybody's comfortable with saying no. And maybe we're comfortable with some people to say no when we need to say no, and then in other situations, not so much, and we need a little help from the angels. So there's so much more information that is available on the angels, and the best way to start, I think, is just start by contemplating the idea and imagining that you're surrounded by the angels. Imagine that, let's say when you are, if it's okay, imagine that you're sitting in a position, maybe you're in a meditative position, and you're very calm and peaceful, and they're pulling some essential oils for a purchase here, so I'm a little distracted, sorry. It's a business, I'm at work. So you quiet your mind and you imagine literally, that there are all different kinds of white light beings all the way around you. We make them look human in our own awareness because we want to personify them. We want to make it feel comfortable, like we're talking to a human being. But these are beings of light and love, and they are basically, literally spiritual beings. They're vibrational. So they don't necessarily wear clothes and have wings. That's a portrayal to help us connect with the symbolic vibration of them. So I do like to imagine really beautiful angels around me that look like, with the blonde hair and the wings and the robes and all that. But I also like to imagine them as just beings of white light. And then you're in a situation and you need some help. Maybe you need to transform something. You can imagine the angels around you. So it's about the imagination. And then you can imagine the color purple for transformation. And that it's going to transform and transmute whatever the challenge is. And ask in that moment, dear angels of God, come here now and help me. And then get specific on how you want their help. The more specific you are, the better off you're going to be, because they have to have permission to intercede. So with that being said, I think we're almost out of time to do a chat, because I did want to offer that opportunity to you. And I also want to just thank you so much for your patience during our technical difficulties. When Mercury goes retrograde, it's always really beneficial for me, always. So there must be a reason we had to delay. Maybe somebody couldn't make it on, right? Okay, so I am looking for what your questions might be. So if you want to type in a question, I will start reading some of this. What was the animal archangel? Oh, yeah. Archangel. So the question is, was the animal archangel that I mentioned? And the animal archangel is Thuriel. Thuriel helps with storms and nature and the animal realm. And if you're interested in animal stuff, I also have a book called Animal Totems in the Gemstone Kingdom. Let's see. Advice on distinguishing signs from angels as opposed to signs from guides, universe. All right. Do we need to know? That's my question that I ask myself. And maybe you can consider that, because the universe, guides, angels often can be interchangeable, I believe, like synonymous on some level, depending on your personal belief system. So I will often use angels, guides, and the universe interchangeably, just like I use crystals, minerals, and stones interchangeably. That's a very good question. Support for becoming a non-smoker. I just saw, did you hear my Brooklyn accent? A non-smoker. And so I would just literally call the angel of discernment or angel of healing, because it is to heal. So what I did, I used to be a smoker many moons ago, 2000 maybe I was, and I used tools for that. I used a lot of aromatherapy, lavender, clary sage is calming, calling on an angel of non-smoking angel. I'm in the process of becoming a non-smoker. Oh, angel of non-smoking, come to me now and help me, because this is, I know, a tough situation, right? Do you believe people have personal angels from their own lives? I believe, yes, everybody has angels, and we all have personal angels. So the guardian angel that we get when we're first born until the moment that we pass over, and I believe we have a lot of guardian angels personally, is that they're around you all the time, and it's very much associated with you in particular, very specifically. And the prayer for guardian angel is, angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commits you here, ever this day, be at my side, to light and guide, to rule and guide. I love that one. How can I unblock my career path? No clue what to do. Well, the first challenge with that is to decide that perhaps you don't have a block, but that you're in the middle of a transitionary period. And so decide, okay, I'm in the middle of a change. And so, angel of change, come to me now. I need guidance because I'm changing my career path and I need to have light shine on exactly what I need to do. Literal, give me answers. Please show me through programs on TV, a movie I watch, a book that I'm reading, overhearing a conversation, eavesdropping, getting an idea. It works. I've had it happen my whole life. It's really profound. Oh, Chris, you're from Brooklyn too. Good. And you really enjoy. If I knew an angel of weight loss, I would be better. I don't have an angel of weight loss. You can ask you. I don't have an angel of weight loss, but I do. You do. We all do. So you can say, "Oh, angel of perfect health. I'm in the process of wanting to become much more slender. I want to become a thinner person. I want to be at my perfect weight. Oh, angel of perfect weight, come here and help me now to know what foods to eat." So you just, and what not to eat too. So you can invite them to help you in that process. So that would be nice for weight loss. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Meg. Any guidance from what angel to call on for guidance in starting a new business venture? My first goal is to earn $1,000 weekly. You can do that. Absolutely. So I would also call on the angel of creative imagination, the angel of creative intelligence, and ask for helping you to imagine and even believe that you can make $1,000 a week. You could potentially, for all you know, make $1,000 a day. So if you know what your business, if your business venture has that potentiality, then with the help of the angels inspiring you, because you're the one that has to do it, the angel can't make it happen, but you can make it happen. And so with that, it's a matter of saying, help continue to inspire me with the ideas on how to do it. That's how I have gotten the ideas for all the books I've written, and I've written quite a few. And if we had the PowerPoint, you'd see the whole pile of them all over the screen. But I also, that's how I get the divine inspiration for all of my sprays. I'm an aromatherapist, and we have how many? Over 40? 50?
52, I think.
52 different blends. So that's, I just wake up, I get an answer, and I do it. And the trick is to do it. That has to do also with the answer regarding the block. You get an idea, don't hesitate. The worst that can happen is it doesn't work. That's it. That's all. If it doesn't work, you try something else. Do something else. It's okay. That is a good trick or process to overcome blocks. Okay. Do you have to be Christian in order to have guardian angels? Oh, no. It could be any philosophy. You know, I mentioned that I was brought up Roman Catholic, but I embrace so many spiritual philosophies. And the angelic realm is very Judeo-Christian, but also Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, dictated the Quran. The angels go back many, I want to say millennia. I don't know if that's the right term for that, but a long time. And so that's so many different philosophies, including all the way back to Zoroaster. You know, so we're talking back to Persia, you know, for sure. It always puzzles me, if my guardian angel is supposed to protect me, why bad things happen, or why do I have nightmares? Well, that's a really good question. Okay. So we're responsible for ourselves. Our guardian angels can't do anything unless we specifically are very specific about it. So what I want to recommend, and so take this with love, is to do a little bit of self-examination, not with judgment. Do some self-observation. That's a better word. Self-observation without judgment. And check in on what kind of thought forms you're having. What are you thinking about? What do you believe? And see if you can gear yourself away from situations where a bad thing could happen. We are on planet Earth, which is the planet of duality. And as much as I live in a pretty Pollyanna or airy-fairy, if you will, I'm not airy-fairy at all. I'm very grounded. But, you know, I believe in, like, I always see the positive in everything. Bad things do happen. Something just happened the other day that wasn't so pleasant. But with positive thought, calling on God's angels of love and light and asking for help during the process. Overall, it was a very good outcome in the end. And as far as nightmares, I would like to recommend that you keep a dream journal and also consider reviewing what those nightmares symbolically mean. You know, the Llewellyn has a great author that writes on dreams, Dr. Michael Lennox. So you might want to pick up one or two of his books on that subject to help you sort out why are these nightmares arising? Because there's something deeper inside of you that needs to be resolved. And the nightmares are trying to get your attention. Pay attention. We need to resolve this. And so you can call on the angels to help guide you to understand what that symbolic meaning of the dreams mean, because it is symbolic. And there's so much more to working with the dream time. Do you think divine timing made this presentation happen when it was needed to pass a message to someone from you or onto someone who was supposed to receive it? I do believe that, actually, because you can, you know, I was working with Anna, who's coordinating everything, and she was impressed at how not flustered I was. It's like, it happens when it happens. I'm sorry that they're waiting, but for some reason, I do Zoom events constantly. In fact, I do want to invite you, if you wish, go to margaretannlembo.com and sign up for my email newsletter, because I do a free event every week. It's whether it's a meditation or a talk on angels or about gemstones or aromatherapy. And I started that once the global pandemic started because I knew that people needed help and guidance, right? And Kate and I, you keep seeing a little bit of her arm. We do a free. It's free. It's a sales pitch, actually. we do a crystal event live here in the Angel Room in our. Oh, I keep thinking you have a screen here at the Crystal Garden. If you wanted to join us on Facebook, okay. One last question. Oh, thank you for the compliments about so positive. That is my intention. That's so sweet. Thank you. I can't wait for my book to come out either. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Llewellyn, for everything and your blessings. Oh, thank you for the aromatherapy book. I appreciate Llewellyn very much, and all the people at Llewellyn that help get the word out about all of our books here that have been offered here today. You can ask angels to help others. It's okay. It's okay to do that. Why not? It's okay for you to go help them. Why can't an angel go help them? But it's not in a way that you're telling what the angel what to do. The angel knows what to do. You just ask them to go help. Yes. Great. Well, with that being said, once again, I invite you to check out my website, margaretannlembo.com. I am on Instagram at Margaret Ann Lembo. I am on Facebook, Margaret Ann Lembo Author. Please join me. We have a lot of fun, a lot of shenanigans. It's a great time. Thank you.